sex, one genre, one rather gender, but they help people all around. And we thank God for them being here and giving of their time, giving of their service to come here on Good Neighbors to give us information. And I'm referring to representatives from the Wichita Falls, Wichita County Health District, and they are specifically from the WIC department. And we'll get the acronyms and everything all, spelled out for you in just a minute. But we want to welcome, of course, Mrs. Michelle Allen.
Hi, nice
Hello,
to meet you.
how are you doing, madam?
Good.
Nice to meet you. And Miss Cheryl, I'm just going to say Miss Cheryl because her and I have a special relationship. So if we get to laughing and cutting up a little too much, just, ignore that and soak in the information. Now, as I mentioned, you all are from the Wichita Falls, Wichita County Health District. And I know we have to say all of that because it is joined together. But before we get started into the specific information about WIC, give us a little information about yourself. What specific area you're in, and what do you enjoy about WIC?
Okay, my name is Michelle Allen, and I am a clerk. I love my job because I get to help people be able to get qualified for the program, and I issue their benefits, I schedule their appointments, and just to help them with any questions about what kind of foods to purchase or...
Now, she's already getting into the flow of things.
Sorry.
But we want to back up.
Okay.
Tell us, are you from Wichita Falls or are you from somewhere else?
My dad was military, and...
Okay, you're a
military
brat.
brat.
I'm an Air Force brat too, girl.
Yeah.
All right.
But the problem was that
Wait a
we
minute,
never
no problem.
moved.
So you stayed here in Wichita Falls, the wonderful
Ever since
town.
I was 3 years old.
Well,
So
congratulations.
Yeah, so I went to school in Burke, graduated from Burke, and my dad is actually doing the same job that he was doing in the service now.
So he was military, now he's civilian doing that. You know what, that's a blessing. A lot of
It
people
is a
can't do
blessing.
that. And for you to grow up with the various individuals, the
Yeah.
classmates and things like that. I went to school in Burke as well.
Yay.
And I didn't
Go
get
Bulldogs.
to, yeah, Bulldogs, orange and black. Okay, and we were just digressing, but you know what, hold on. So, but it's a blessing to be able to say you are from here in the sense,
Yes.
you know what, and I know you've seen people on the military side as well as the civilian side. I'm glad you brought that point out because now we can let individuals know
Yes.
from all walks of life that people are eligible and you can go to the health department to receive assistance. It's not just based upon, oh, woe is me, but you know what, you need some food for the kids and you need some assistance for yourself. Now we're going to get back more to the health stuff. Now we're going to turn to you.
You sure you're ready?
Madam, I know, because this one right here, she's going to tell you what she does. And I'm going to try to keep a straight face and not kind of go blushing or shying, but you go ahead.
All right. I am the breastfeeding coordinator for WIC, and according to my son, that means I breastfeed women all day long. But what I feel I do and why I do what I do is I get to help babies, moms, families all day long, pay it forward. What better job could you have?
That's great. And I'm telling you from I hate to use experience, but dealing with her, I'm not married and don't have any children in that order. But she loves what she does. And if you want any information concerning breastfeeding, guess what? She is the individual to help you. Now, WIC, whoever wants to take it on, what does WIC stand for? People hear it and they see children and they see a mother. But what does WIC stand for?
Well, WIC helps women, infants, and children up to the age of 5. And so if you're pregnant or, moms can get nutrition counsel if you're pregnant. A lot of moms don't know how to eat or don't know how to figure out what kind of foods, to while they're pregnant or how much to eat while they're pregnant. And so that also helps, with nutrition ed. And the infants, how do you mix a bottle? How do you do all that? And the nutritionist will explain how do you do that or how do you breastfeed. And the children also, and they'll be able to have some nutrition counsel and also watch how they grow.
Now, I know that WIC, we hear locally, but it is, as you've seen on the screen, federally funded.
Yes.
And so the money trickles down to our city and our county to help not just those here in Wichita Falls, but the surrounding area.
Yes, like Shepherd Air Force Base, Henrietta, Electra, Burke Burnett, and
Holiday?
and Holiday and Owl Park. There are other clinics around the surrounding areas that do WIC also, but
Do you work in conjunction with them, or because we're saying these cities, and people may think, oh, I can go to the office here and get the same thing that you offer. Is that possible, or is it best that you come here, get registered and all that, and then attend to that site in that city?
Well, what they need to do first is call us, and we'll check and see if that site that we serve.
Okay.
So we do serve 5 sites, but we just need to make sure they live in surrounding areas.
In the specific one. Well, that's good to know because it will save time and gas, for some individuals. But of course, the initial information, getting that, you will want to go to the Wichita County Health District. Now, you may hear me just say Health District. Y'all know what I mean. So now, as we continue on with the program, with you said a minute ago about individuals learning how to learning about nutrition. So is that real prevalent in the sense of some people don't know how to feed the family? I'm not trying to be funny.
Well,
I'm being real.
healthy.
Okay, because we know we have the initiative now about being healthy. We've always had it, but even more now.
Yeah.
So even with how to feed, what do you see concerning the breastfeeding?
Well, as you know, the World Health Organization, President Obama, UNICEF, March of Dimes, all of these organizations have recognized that breastfeeding in the early forms of life, right now a new study came out in the Journal of Pediatrics, that if women breastfeed exclusively for the first 6 months of that baby's life, we will save thousands of lives a year and billions of dollars in health care costs long term, because it's nutritionally sound for the baby, because of the benefits against illness.
Okay.
Women who breastfeed themselves decrease their chances of breast cancer, ovarian cancer, and they pass that immunity on to their child, girl or boy, because that's on the rise too.
Okay.
And like you said, nutrition, even for the young children, absolutely is a situation that they have, because the young children, sometimes they don't know what's nutritious for the kids. Quick snacks are not healthy snacks always.
And they make the snacks so convenient.
There you go.
Now, and it's good in the sense of I want them to eat something, but then in the sense of not every day.
Yes, it's not always healthy. And our program, like you mentioned, is federally funded. It is United States Department of Agriculture, so we want healthy foods for those families. We want things that are good for the children, for the pregnant women, for the family in general, all good vegetables, fruits. We also give them great recipes, cookbooks on how to make the things fun for the kids and tasty for the kids. So it's a really wide variety program that gives them not just the food items, not just the breastfeeding support, not just the peer counselors, because that's what I have where they talk mom to moms, but also give them things to make them feel good about themselves, to be able to devise a program of healthy living that's also fun and easy, to stay on top of.
So what the food or the items that you provide, and we'll get into that a little later, can be incorporated into, sometimes people can't buy some of the healthy items.
Right.
Because
They're
it's
more
like
expensive.
the more healthy you try to be, the more expensive it gets. And you know what? We are worth it. And so we need to use wisdom with our resources so that we can, of course, buy those things, but also use this as a resource. Now, when you mentioned a minute ago about the mothers and the breastfeeding in the sense of the immunity and all that, and this may be early in the program, but what do you say to the mother who cannot breastfeed? She's tried,
Okay.
and her heart is really broken. I'm like getting upset because, but
Yeah.
she can't do it, and she's wanted to, and what do
Really
you say?
tries. There's all kinds of circumstances as to why the moms either cannot or feel they cannot. So we like to have a one-on-one counseling with them. Find out exactly why they think they cannot. Sometimes it might be a health issue. There are several medications that they feel, maybe I can't breastfeed because I'm taking medications. They can have their doctor give them a medication that's compatible with breastfeeding. But a lot of times they don't have that information. They've never talked to someone about it, and they don't realize that, hey, even in my circumstance, I can still do it.
Okay.
Let's say physically they have some type of challenge that they could not put the baby to the breast and nurse. We have breast pumps. If you are feeding that baby the breast milk, whether it's coming out of a bottle or straight from the breast, you are still giving the same benefits. So there's that option too. There's some moms who somewhere along the line have to supplement and do a little formula and breastfeed. We say every ounce counts. Every ounce of breast milk, even if they could only do it for the first day or 6 hours or 6 weeks, is beneficial to the mom and to the baby.